Here are some of your most asked questions about living in a caravan. So I think first the most asked question we had was, where would I find the land? Now, we're fortunate enough that this land was supplied to us by family. It was disused, it was a mess, we had to tidy it up, but we were lucky enough that that came through. But I think if you're looking for a patch of land somewhere, these types of lands aren't usually advertised on the internet. They're usually looked at as just pointless or unused by the person that owns them, and they've never thought to rent them out. So my suggestion would be word of mouth, put a few posts out on Facebook, ask family, friends, even go ask farmers, because there might be a corner of their field that they're just not using that would be willing to rent out for a small price a month. I think the next question was, how do you power it? Again, we were fortunate enough that there's a power line here that we can tap into, but you could also run the entire thing off solar panels. I have seen that done, and it would supply enough power to run a household. I think next is, do I need planning permission? As far as I know, caravans are classed as temporary structures or non-permanent structures which can be moved at any time, just like a shed or something else like that. So I'm pretty sure that you don't need planning permission. Next, how much do they cost? This one cost us £5,500, but I have seen them a lot cheaper and also a lot more expensive. I've even seen them for free if you can pay for removal or like transport. And the transport that we paid for with a Hiab to lift it into the area cost £1,500 for the day. Another big question we got asked was, why would we live like this when we could just go rent a house? Why would we put ourselves through the cold winters? Well, for us, it's part of a much bigger plan, which is allowing us to save money a lot quicker. And we've just bought a bus which we're converting, so we're able to do that and go on holiday and eat out quite a lot and live a pretty good lifestyle considering the economy. So yeah, if there's any other questions I haven't cleared up, I'll be replying to comments today, so just drop them down below if I've missed anything, and I'll see you in the next vid. This is how we saved £10,000 in under 12 months and reduced our bills by up to 80%. So for all of our hot water and our cooking, this thing only cost us £96 and it lasts 4 to 6 months. As for heating the caravan, we have to stock wood and rely on that to keep us warm through the winter. It's a bit of graft, but it's so nice having a fire. As for the kitchen, it's not really much different to any other kitchen, it's just slightly smaller and it's something you get used to. Inside the space, we've managed to cram in a podcast studio where we do all our work from. And the living room is 12 foot by 12 foot, so it's still quite a cosy space and very much livable. And we live with a big 25 kilo Staffordshire, so he loves the space. Then we've got our cosy little bedroom, which is quite small, but again, it just creates this cosy vibe, and especially at night when we've got all the little lights on. The bathroom, as you'd expect, not massive, but again, nice, clean and easy. Very easy to clean, all fiberglass shower. Really high water pressure, surprisingly, like much higher than I had in my last house, so that was always a bonus. But yeah, I understand everybody can't do this, you need a space to put it in, but if you can do it, then I definitely would. Here are some of the worst things about living in a caravan, brutally honest edition. So the gas is great when it's running, but when it does run out, it tends to run out when you're halfway through a shower or you're just about to go out. When your pipes get clogged, you have to be the one to unclog them. That means sifting through and mixing round loads of your own dirty shit water. Living on a patch of land, there is no path to the caravan, which means you're trailing in mud a lot of the time, especially during winter and the wetter months. This can get annoying, but usually we just wait for it to dry and sweep it back out, or replace the carpet often. In the winter, when we don't have enough wood, we have to use various items to keep ourselves warm, all of which are very expensive to run electrical-wise. During the winter, when it's frosty outside, our pipes can freeze. That's our water inlet and our water outlet, which means when you go to turn the tap on in the morning, we get no water. Also, during the winter months, we find it really hard to keep these cupboards moisture-free. Even with dehumidifiers, we've found mould on our clothes. This video is just focused on the negative sides of living in a caravan, and there are trade-offs for everything, but the upsides for us make it worthwhile, and is a stepping stone for our future. You live in a caravan? Yes, I do. If you want to know how you could set up something like this and how much it all costs and what the process is to do it here in England, legally, grey area, but legal, then I'll make a follow-up video, so just drop us a follow and I'll show you how to do it in the next video.